Hey, happy Friday. I am going to apologize in advance because I am not feeling good today. But it's July and our theme is being curious, and I'm just too excited about this theme as a whole to not talk to you today. I've been listening to this podcast. I just finished it yesterday, actually. It's the third season of Serial, and Brian talked about, this quote has been sticking with me. He said, getting to know another person is a worthwhile, or getting to understand another person is a worthwhile thing to do, or a worthwhile way to spend your time. And so I've had this quote in my head. First of all, I love it. And second of all, sort of the question, what is a worthwhile way to spend your time? And so I'm a little curious about that. What's a worthwhile way to spend your time? And how can Insight 8 help answer that question? Because I'm curious about a lot of things in life. I think it's what makes me interested in psychology. But I think the primal personality test at insight8.com can answer or give some light to some of those things you might be curious about, understanding yourself and understanding other people. So I guess I wanted to ask that question, like, what are you curious about? What is a worthwhile way for you to spend your time? Because sometimes it's hard to know what we should do versus what we want to do, or what is really going to be fulfilling for us. Because for some people, getting to understand another person may be a worthwhile way to spend your time. I think as a nourisher, it is for me, 100%. But for someone else, it may be an entirely different endeavor. And I think knowing if you're a nourisher or an originator or an ideator, that will focus how you spend your time and your drives. So I can't spend a lot of time today just because my nose is so stuffed up and my head feels like it's 10 times its size. But spend some time this week thinking about that. What are you curious about? And how can Insight 8 help answer some of those questions, or maybe even bring up some different questions for you? I have to go. I have to go take some cold medicine. But have a great week, and I will talk to you on Friday about being curious. Bye.